Hey everybody, so this is Beverly from designbcb, and this, while this looks like a yarn haul, it actually isn't. It's a stash dive, and what I'm going to show you are the yarns I'm going to be using for my new collection that I'm starting to create this month. So these are the yarns I get to use this month. Each collection has 10 items in it, and this is my third one. This will be the Feels collection because, as you can see from the yarns, you can just see that's visible to the camera right now, there's some texture in there. There's some texture that's going on. There's a different variety of yarns in here. I'll let you know each one and what I'm going to make with each one. This is, let me move the bag out the way. And you may see my husband walking back and forth. He's working on something near here. So, alright, so the first, whoops, I just had a spill. The first yarn we're using, let's see, oh, let me turn it this way, is Stitch Studio. Stitch Studio is the house brand for AC Moore, and this is going to be used for a pattern. I don't use Stitch Studio for stuff I actually put up in the shop. I use it for making patterns. And this one will be a beanie pattern. This, Impeccable Big by Loops and Threads, and Loops and Threads is the Michael's House yarn. This yarn, I order this a lot because this yarn makes my biggest bestseller hat, and I'm making one of those. I already have a couple of those made, but I've sold more than 200 of these hats already, so it's always a good idea to have some in stock. So making a lace slouchy out of that. That's number 2. This, I love this yarn, Color Rich Chunky from Hayfield. It's discontinued, but I picked up maybe 15 balls in different colors, and I haven't used much of it, but I'm going to make another lace slouchy. There are 2 lace slouchies in this month's collection, and I'm going to be using the lace, I'm going to be using this for the lace slouchy in this nice gray marbled color. Obviously, since it's no longer manufactured, it's going to be a limited edition, but it'll be fun for that. Okay, let's see. Got a nice pile started. Okay, the next one is unlabeled, but hey, anybody who's fooled around with yarns even a little bit, this is a Karen Big Cake in a discontinued color called Cornucopia, and I think this is Cornucopia. Pretty sure it's Cornucopia. This is the only ball I have. This is going to make a taffy pull scarf. I have 2 taffy pull scarves in this month's collection. This will be one, and this will be the other. Also unlabeled, and this is also a discontinued color called, it's pistachio something or another. I'll look it up. But this is going to be another taffy pull scarf. I use this, alright, the Ice Saver, which is their basic yarn. This is going to be a basic beanie. The basic beanie that's now appearing in my shop with the last collection is a man knit. So I'm colors, man-like colors. So purple for that. That's going to be a beanie. This Karen 1 pound in heather gray, a dark gray mix, sorry, will actually be used with another Stitch Studio. And since I only use Stitch Studios for patterns, the two of these are going to be used together to create a check cowl pattern. And this remnant is a remnant of, oops, falling down. A remnant of 1 pound in taupe. That's going to be a cable slouchy that's already available, and it's also my second popular hat. That's gonna, the next two, this ice in green and this ice in green tweed, that's going to make another pattern. That's going to make a pattern for a hat called the Simon, S-Y-M-E-N, for Simon Tree, for symmetry, but Simon, because I don't want to have a pattern called Simon or anyway, we're going to go with Simon. That's going to be a hat pattern, and we use those for that. And the last thing, I have 3 skeins of this homespun in this color called Parfait, and that's going to actually bring back to my shop another bestseller, which is prayer shawls. So this one, so these 3 skeins, see that right there, prayer shawl. See if I can't get it to stand up. Let's stand up there. Alright, so let's see if I can take this back. There we go. Turn it around that way. Turn my camera around that way. So there, that stockpile of yarn is what I get to use for my collections for the month. What I'll do, I'll come back later in the month when I'm finished knitting or crocheting everything and show you what I've made. I could have done that for this collection that just went up. The collection just released to the public today. It's up on my Etsy shop, which if you go to Etsy for designbcb, designbcb.etsy.com, you'll see the 10 things that came up for my Deuces Wild collection. But I packed everything away before I could video, or before I remembered to videotape. So I will try not to forget that for this month when I make these 10 items. So that's it right now for my little stash yarn, my little stash dive, and I will come back later in the month when I have made and used up all this delicious goodiness. I'm excited about using the ice yarns. I've only used that once. I used that this color last month to make a cable beanie, so I'm excited to get those. I haven't done a prayer shawl in a while, so I'm excited to do that, and then start using up this yarn. So that should be a lot of fun. And so then I will come back later in the month, show you what I made. And if you want to subscribe, you certainly can. You can hit the subscribe button and the notification button, and you'll know when that video is up and ready and running. I will see you guys later.